What's going on, everyone? Happy Thursday. There's actually a few things I wanted to talk about today, and the first one being I actually look extremely tired. I noticed that in the video when I was just putting on the webcam here and testing the audio and stuff. I don't really know why. I guess I had a little bit of a rocky sleep last night. I was kind of up and down throughout the night. I've been playing with I wouldn't even say the notion. I have literally been doing this. I've been waking up throughout the night, numerous times throughout the night, and basically taking in water. So just like I keep a bottle of water beside me, nothing crazy, just a simple bottle. I actually keep it here too. I've got so many bottles, but I got this one, and I basically just put it beside me in the bed, and every couple hours, I just kind of instinctively wake up and drink water. It's something I've been working on, I've been trying to do, and I try to get back to sleep like immediately, like get right back into it, because I don't want to, obviously lose sleep throughout the night. So I'm pretty good with getting back into sleep. The only thing is I've just been having a little bit of a rocky time timing when I'm waking up and when I should just keep sleeping. So sometimes I've like woken up and then I'll wake up like a half hour, an hour later, when obviously I should be waking up maybe an hour or 2 hours later to be able to consume that water. And the reason I'm doing this is because it actually helps with just avoiding dehydration in general. When you wake up in the morning, you'll find a lot of times if you actually go to the washroom and take a piss, you'll notice that it's kind of like yellowy or something like that. In most cases, it's because you're dehydrated. You've been sleeping throughout the night and you haven't been consuming enough water for that like 6 to 8 hour period. So it's really important to stay hydrated throughout the day, and if possible in the evenings as well. So that's what I've been doing. I've just been kind of waking up and testing, taking in some water, and I'm doing that mostly for the hydration and the muscle development, because your water does fuel muscle development, simply put. So that's what I've been doing, and that's probably why I look a little bit tired. So that's not the main thing I want to talk about today, but it is just a side note. Another side note, I actually did book the appointment to get my sty removed, and that's the sty that you kind of catch here in a lot of my videos. Some days it looks worse than others, and it's really, it depends on a number of things. It depends on if, let's say I worked out the night before and I was just sweating a lot, and then the sweat kind of went into that and it just inflamed it a little bit. Or in some cases it could just be I'm extremely tired, like today. I mean, I don't know if it looks that bad today. It looks okay, but I'm just kind of getting annoyed with it, to be honest. But anyways, appointment is set, September 17th, and that is when it's going to be removed. So I'm going to have a patch on my eye on September 17th for the full day, and I'll probably be working with the patch on my eye. I was even thinking about going to the gym, and my buddy suggested that I could just go to the gym and then do exercises sort of, one arm at a time. Let's say if I'm doing curls, I'll just focus on one arm, or I'll just focus on one section, and I'll just be in there with an eye patch looking like a bulk pirate or something like that. I have no idea. That's cool. It's a little bird out there outside my window, and I don't know, they've been kind of flying around all day. It makes working a lot easier when it's nice and sunny and there's birds flying here and they're chirping and shit like that. It just makes me feel like, hey, I've got tons of work to do, but at least this sounds kind of happy and peaceful. Anyways, okay, main topic. What I did want to talk about today was actually in relation to my video that I posted earlier. Actually, it was just last week, and that was my 1 year transformation. And actually, I can't believe I forgot the date. I posted it on my birthday. That was August 27th. So I posted it up, and I'll put the link in the description below. You can take a look at it right here as well. What I really wanted to mention was that my 1 year transformation video wasn't really to focus on, hey, look at me, look at what I've done, check out my muscles, they look great, all this other shit. Like, that's not really I don't really, whatever, I don't care about that stuff. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. It wasn't the reason for me doing the transformation, the reason that I stuck with it, the reason that I stayed doing the fitness thing for so long as I did, it was not really due to the physical appearance. It wasn't because I'm looking prettier as I'm going along. It wasn't because I wake up in the morning and I look in the mirror and I say, hey, look, I've got some pecs going, or I've got, my arms looking nice and all this other stuff. That's not really what it comes down to. What it does come down to is everything else involved with my own health and well-being and just livelihood. Let's say my livelihood in general, it's gone up. I feel like I have more energy throughout the day. I feel like I'm completely in tune with my body. I feel like if I have a sort of muscle imbalance, like I know for sure I have a slight tear that took place in the shoulder, and you can kind of, so right here and this only sort of popped up not that long ago, and things like that. So I've been foam rolling that area specifically. I also had shoulder injury, which is kind of healing in this arm. So I'm in tune with things like that now, whereas previously if I had a sprain or a fracture or whatever you want to call it, it's a lot more difficult to pick up on those things when you're physically unhealthy. It's a lot more difficult to know what's wrong with yourself internally or even more externally. So what I actually have noticed is throughout my transformation and my 1-year journey, and as I continue with my journey, is that I've actually been more in tune with myself from a spiritual standpoint, from an emotional standpoint. Obviously from a physical standpoint, I feel great. I feel like I'm more connected with the ground. I was talking with a buddy of mine, my workout buddy, just actually last night about this, and that's kind of what sparked the idea for this video. I feel like I'm more connected with the ground, more connected with the earth. Yesterday I did deadlifts and squats, and it was a leg day. I'm actually pleased to say I was able to go up to 355 on the deadlift, and I actually think I could go more. I was doing like 4 or 5 reps, and I felt like I could even do more with that. So yeah, I'm thinking I could probably push like a 400 1-rep max on a deadlift, which is insane considering, I mean, I only weigh like 180, and in addition to that, I only started deadlifting like a few months back. So it's been great. I mean, the hex bar that I posted in the previous video, link in the description below, I'll throw it up right here for you as well, why not. That's really helped out with progressing my deadlift and just in general my workouts. So I'm kind of losing my train of thought here, and those birds are really distracting. So basically I wanted to get at that it has nothing to do with the physical appearance of myself. I mean, that's part, it's part of it obviously, but it's more about the strength I've gained internally, and obviously in the more superficial external muscles and things like that. That's kind of cool. All these like striations and things are, they're pretty neat. That's all I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to let people know if they saw that and they're basically thinking, oh, that's great, Adam did this, and he looks okay now, and that's not what it comes down to. And if you're interested in doing a transformation journey, at the bottom of my article I said that put the healthy version of yourself in your mind, like plant it like a seed and let that grow with you. Now, the healthy version of yourself would simply be someone that you envision being healthy and happy. Now, healthy and happy could mean different things to different people. For me, it means that I wake up, I feel great, my breathing, I feel amazing, my breathing's improved. Overall, I feel like when I'm only 28 right now, I just turned 28, so when I'm going into my 30s and 40s, I feel like I'm still gonna feel like I'm still in my 20s. So let's say I'm like 30-something years old, I want to feel like I'm 22, and that's the direction I'm going in, and that's how I feel right now, because right now I feel like I'm a friggin' teenager, and it's great. That's it. That's all I wanted to talk about. That's all I want to discuss. Let me know how you feel on your transformation journey if you started it. Leave it in the comments section down below or anywhere else. I'll talk to you soon.